All right, live look right now over at the Supreme Court, or a look. Some backlash from conservatives today over today's recent decision rejecting the Trump administration's effort to keep $2 billion worth of foreign aid frozen. The focus of the anger for some, Justice Amy Coney Barrett. She was sworn in 2020 after being picked by President Trump in his first term. Both she and Chief Justice Roberts sided with the liberal justices in a 5-4 decision. NewsNation legal contributor Jesse Weber joins us now. All right, Jesse, I'm going to get to ACB, as she's known, here in a second, and why there's some backlash for her. But what about the decision today? What did the court decide, and how is this a setback for the Trump White House?
It's a major setback. They ruled against the government. They ruled against the Trump administration because they refused to lift a lower court judge's order that prohibited the federal government from suspending foreign aid. And we're talking about money that now has to conceivably be paid out, $2 billion in reimbursements for work that had already been done. And the Supreme Court instructed the lower court, who issued this order, they now have to give guidance to the federal government about how exactly and when exactly they're going to pay out this money. So it's a big loss to the Trump administration.
So Amy Coney Barrett went against Gorsuch, went against Kavanaugh, the two other Trump picks in the first term. It's not the first time that's happened recently. There was an image last night at the State of the Union address where Trump kind of casually went by her. They had a look at each other. And there's some furor on the right for Amy Coney Barrett. Is it deserved?
Here's the problem. The majority, including Amy Coney Barrett, didn't give a reason why they did this. So this leads people to speculate, was this based on the law? Was this based on a hatred or an anti-Donald Trump perspective, something the government's doing? Look, the argument could be that when you look at the dissent from the conservative justices, they make really good arguments. Their arguments were, A, does a lower court judge have the power to compel the federal government to pay out $2 billion? Talk about the harm to the federal government and the taxpayers. That's $2 billion they are not going to be able to recover. Why not just pause this? Why not just pause everything, allow Donald Trump's administration to brief this, to argue this on the merits, and decide it at a different day? Now, she could have gone that way. She chose not to. And we don't really know what persuaded her and the other justices to go and actually say that the federal government has to pay out this money to uphold the lower court's order. And that's the issue. It could have been maybe it was something on the merits. Maybe it had to do with the fact there was an argument presented that the Donald Trump's administration, the federal government, actually was fighting the wrong order from the judge. We don't know. And because we don't know, that is what leads people to speculate. And obviously, she is getting a lot of backlash for it.
All right, we'll leave it there. Jesse Weber, NewsNation legal contributor. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.